Good. Paulina, did you do this? Yep. Saraswati? Yep. And then we got the teacher. I can see Nicolina going like this. Was that a hand? Yeah. You want to do the teacher? Are you okay to do that? Okay, great.
Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada.
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viharyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Beautiful. Very nice. Okay, so let's go into our sadhana panchaka, the 5 verses. That is 5 beautiful verses that's talking about the way to moksha. Very beautiful text. I love this text. Where are you? There. So just to kind of get a little bit of refresh, to kind of summarize it a little bit, so we don't get any, because we're going to add things on, right? And the more we add things on, it's like, okay, I'm getting it now. Okay, I'm getting that and getting it. And sometimes maybe we need to repeat and explain again. Okay, so remember this, that we're talking about moksha. Okay, moksha is not like a goal that you go to. It's not like you're becoming. There's nothing to do moksha. You can't do moksha because you are absolutely free, absolutely perfect now. So you're not gonna have like a Tiffany. You're not gonna have something coming at you and say, oh, here I am, here is moksha. You're not gonna have an experience like a light coming at you. This is a lot of the stories that we hear, and what, you're having a lot of people saying, take this ayahuasca and you're gonna have this experience, and you have all kinds of things, and Veda is talking about even going to heaven. It's there in the Veda, but it's still not moksha. So that's a big thing. But once you got, once you overcome that, because that's one thing, especially if we born in a Western country, we have this, a lot of us get brought up, maybe that God is after death. I'm going to God, or I'm, I get punished to go to hell. That's kind of like a lot of what we, maybe a lot, including myself, heard since I was very young. There was heaven and there was hell. Now that's a big thing when we're talking about Veda. There's none of that. It's here and now. Moksha is here and now. It's not going away. God is not away. It's and this is such a powerful statement. It's like, it's not one God, it's not many God, it's only God, and that includes yourself. All right, now moksha is here and now, so it's not in the future, it wasn't in the past, it is nothing you need to do. But to be able to sit and listen, you do need to train your mind to calm down. Okay, and that's why you have the karma kanda in the Veda. You have all these beautiful rituals and initiation to live a dharmic lifestyle. So that's the Vaidika way of living, where you grow up in a healthy initiation, you learn from the elderly, and you know, you get passed on. Now, most people, if you look at the people who are Hindu, like in Bali, most people are focused there. They focus on the rituals, they focus on the ceremony, they focus on the Pitra Yajna, they focus on the yajnas, they focus on, they even hear from very young age, you know, the Panchamaha Yajnas, how important it is. So that is the way to prepare the mind to live a dharmic, to not get distracted. But once you come to a place and you kind of go like, and this is what we saw in this one. You see this, that is the time. And I know the people who's been studying, for example, with Sky and Sanna, you hear this a lot. You know, you got the Viveka, Vairagya, right? So this is a Viveka. You have discrimination. Like, you notice suddenly in your life, you notice that, wait a second, I got that car that I really wanted. I have it here. You know, it's still not giving me happiness. It's not giving me absolute happiness. You keep on going and going, you know, it's just constant desire, you know, raga, dveshas, likes, dislikes, and it goes on and on and on and on. And you're like, at one point you go like, must be something more. And there starts jnanam. That starts the jnana kanda. Or another word is brahma jnanam. So the first one, you have the dharma jnanam, and the other one you have brahma jnanam. And that is when the Vedanta starts. So before that, the karma kanda is not Vedanta. That's not. So jnanam and Vedanta is the same thing, that they go together. And that's why, you know, Vedanta doesn't go against any religion, because it's not, you know, any rituals is beautiful. If whatever rituals you do is beautiful, whatever names of God you want to use, beautiful, because it's not like there's many gods. It's only God, you know. So if that God is Allah or God or whichever God you want to have, that's beautiful, because you can look at anything and see that, you know, anything is there, including yourself. So that's it needs a lot of, you know, looking into, and sometimes you might get stuck a little bit, like, but what, I don't understand that, and then you have to listen again and again and again and again. Great. And then you have this part, this bhavasuke dosho nusandhiyatam. This is vairagyam, dispassion. I'm like, I'm done, you know, I'm not interested, you know, I'm not interested in what is, and this is a word many of you I think heard, anityam. All right, so anityam, so you got at the front, and then you got nityam. So that with the in the front, it means time bound. Time bound. That means that anything that comes into time and lives for a while and goes back again, that is nityam. Okay, that, for example, your body, your mind, a tree, food. You see this? Manifest, live, unmanifest, goes back. The energy, the material, and this is something that, you know, if you look even to the science, they say, you know, that's one of the science law. Material cannot get destroyed. Energy cannot get destroyed. So that's something actually science discovered too. Yeah, you know, you have a tree and it decays. Yeah, it goes back, and then it, you know, the material is still there, just different forms, but the material and energy is still there. Just circle, including your body. It's gonna go back into Mother Earth and then come back again, you know, different forms. Yeah, but come back. So when we're saying that we with anityam, it means that it's time bound. That means it doesn't have it's not, you cannot rely on it. It's like you have a cardboard share, you know, like you go in the shop and they put like a cardboard share. It's very nice to look at. You can probably touch it and lift it, but you don't rely on it. You don't say that I'm going to rely on this share. I'm going to sit on it because it's going to hold me up. You know, that's not. You can't rely on it. So that means that, for example, if you have something coming into your manifestation, it can be a relationship, it can be an object, it can be a situation. It's gonna come, it's gonna live for a while, and then it's gonna go back. If we're okay with that, no problem. We can play with the cardboard share as much as we want to. We can treat ourselves the best we can. We can allow ourselves to feel so worthier than the worthiest. We can give ourselves so much nourishment because we're worthier than the worthiest. But we don't create this sorrow. It's not like a South American soap opera when it leaves you. It's like, okay, fine. It had hit. The time has passed now, so it needs to go back. So then you relax. And the more you relax, you become more objective, and you see things like, okay, it's beautiful, thank you very much for coming, and then you don't get upset when it leaves you. It doesn't go, oh, why do you leave? Okay, you take a breath. Okay, fine, it's time to go, move on. Okay, and then something else is allowed to enter, and it just goes on and on and on and on. So this is what it means. So you got this vairagyam, where it is basically, I don't rely. It's anityam. So people who study Tattvamasi, you got the nityam vivekaha. Anybody recognize that one? Yeah, no? Okay, so I can put that in the home fund for you. So discrimination between what is time bound and not time bound. And what is not time bound is that which is in and through everything, right? You got, for example, you have this beautiful flower. Imagine holding this flower. And you got this flower and it has these beautiful colors and it has this beautiful form, right? But notice what happened if I take the petals away, the flower goes away, right? The concept, the name is suddenly something else. It suddenly become petals, right? Now I can do the same with the petals. I can put them in little pieces, and it goes into even smaller details, and you can divide that into molecules, and it goes on. And that's what science does. That's what they're amazing at. They divide. Now, what they're trying, if you go into the science, you know, when they get into the black wholeness and this kind of deep thing, they're all looking for what is finally the source. What is the source? And they divide, and they never get to the core. They never get to that. Now, in Vedanta, what is that? Isness, right? Sat, Chit, Ananda. And you got Sat, Chit, Ananda. It's there in and through. You got the forms, the rupa, the colors, name and forms, everything. That changed, but in and through is Sat, Chit, Ananda. All right, so that's a lot of things to digest. Okay, I'll just leave it there. So we are now, once you get here, so basically now, once you come to this fourth line, you start to ask yourself, must be something more. Okay, I'm interested in that, which is in and through everything. What is that? Okay, so this line is Atmecha Vyavasiyatam. Atmecha Vyavasiyatam. So you got Sandhi here. Is there anybody who can see which Sandhi it is? The Sandhi people?
It's the vowel Sandhi, I think.
Uh-huh.
I don't have the
I think everything's on a computer at the moment, so
Don't worry.
it's not. That's okay. Yeah, that's all. I can have a hunt for it, but I know it's a vowel, Sandy. So you've got basic. I think is it an R and an E,
Uh-huh.
and they combine to create the long dirga.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm just trying to think because I'm just trying to think of the different forms of vowel, Sandy, because is one of them dirga, Sandy? I don't know. I might be making.
No. You got the guna.
No.
Guna, right?
Mm.
So actually what it says here is atma, and then the other one is icha. It's desire. I have desire for atma. Let me have desire for atma. So I'm interested in moksha. This is when you say I'm you have this fire in yourself and you're like, I want to know. I don't want to believe. I'm not interested in anybody telling me, believe in this. No, I want to know. That's I want to know. Good. All right, so let's go back a little bit. Maybe Paulina, can you start chanting the first line?
Yeah, I'll try. Vedo nityamadhiyatam taruritam karma svanushthiyatam.
Very good. Anybody else want to practice that one? Can't see. Bea, was that a hand? Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
go for it.
Vedo nityamadhiyatam taduditam karma swanushthiyatam.
Good, very good. Just make sure that one, the anuswara, falls on ma, right? Taduditang, taduditang. Good. Nick, do you want to give it a try? Yeah, go for it.
Vedo nitya madhyatam taduditam karma svanushthiyatam.
Good. Very good. So this one, make sure that you have this long. So make a little note for yourself. Okay. Okay, next line. Ariane, can you go? Where's Ariane? Did she disappear?
Sasya Vijayatam Apachiti Kame Jajatam.
Short is short, long is long. Practice. Okay, so make sure when it's long, put them apart and then put them together, right? Good, but you have the melody, just the length, so you get the balance. Carla, are you comfortable to do this one? Do you want me to chant with you?
I prefer if you help me out, yes.
Yeah,
thank you.
No worries. Tene Shasya
Shasya
Vidhiyatam
Vidhiyatam Vidhiyatam
Apatitik Kamye
Apachitit Kamye
Matis Tyajatam.
Matischa, this is the difficult one, huh?
Yeah.
Matischadjatam.
Good, very good. You want to try to put it together? Tene Shasya Vidhiyatam. Just do it until there.
Tene Shasya Vidhiyatam
Apachitik Kamye
Apachitit Kamye
Matis Tyajatam.
Matischadjat. Oh, this is a tricky one. Matischadjatam.
So this is where it's tricky, right? So you got here, you got tia, and then you got this ja. Tia, ja. Matischyatam.
Matisja chatam.
Just practice that one so you get that.
Yeah.
Kama, do you want to do this? Do you want to with me or without me?
I'll try without you first to see if I can.
Yeah,
Then
do for it.
we'll-
Go for it.
Tenesya badi tenesya tenes.
No. No. Let me do it with you. Okay, otherwise
Yeah.
you're gonna. Okay, so remember you got the Shiva and then Saraswati, right? So how would you do Shiva?
Sh.
And this one?
S.
Good. So you got Teneshasya.
Shasya. Teneshasya
Good.
vidiyatam apachitikam ye matisyajatam.
So this is a tricky part, right? So you got Tya, Ja, Tam. What you can do is that you just put it to you practice one at a time. So you got Tya, Ja, Tam, Tya, Ja, Tam, and then slowly,
Ja,
slowly. Yeah.
Matisyajatam.
Good. Great. Okay, who didn't do? Sorry, I can't see everybody. So, Nicolina, do you want to give the second row?
I can give it a try. Teneshasya vidhiyatam apatitikam ye matisyajatam.
Just the last one. So that last is tricky one. Matisyajatam.
Matisyajatam.
So
Yajatam.
so this is the sweet. I also have that big challenge with the J, ja. Matisyajatam.
Matisyajatam.
Ja, jumping, jelly jumping. Yeah, do those ja, because that's the sound we don't have in Swedish. That's why it's very easy to go to the Swedish version. So just practice that one. Great. Okay, I think it's Madhuri. Can you go for? Do you want me to chant with you?
Yes, Devi, thank you, please.
Okay, your signal is a little bit bad. Well, let's see what happens. Papa Guff. I think she disappeared. Okay, let's do, see if she comes back later. Paulina, can you do this one?
Yeah, I just need the melody.
Papa Guff
like the first-
Paridhuyatam Bhava Sukhe Dosho Nusandhiyatam.
Papaugaf paridhuyatam Bhavasuke dosho nusandhiyatam.
Good. And guys, just make sure there's a typo there. I think I pointed it out. It's not supposed to be a line, right? It's a little bit confusing. It's just a diphthong. Good. Madhuri, I think your signal is a little bit, it's not so good. Okay, let's, Nicolina, do you want to try this one?
I haven't practiced that so much. Can you just do it also one time for us?
Do you want me to do it with you?
I think I have the two first words, but it's the last part that is a little bit tricky.
Let's
So
do
you
it
can
together.
with,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Guff
Papaugaf
Paridhuyatam
paridhuyatam
Bhavasuke
bhavasuke
Dosho
dosho
Nusandhiyatam.
sandhiyatam
So it's like Dosho Nusandhiyatam.
dosho sandhiyatam
Dosho Nusandhiyatam.
Dosho Nusandhiyatam.
Good. You're almost there. Carla, you want to try? With me? By yourself?
With you.
Yeah. Papau gaf.
Papau gaf.
Make sure you get that out. That papau gaf pariduyatam.
Papau gaf pariduyatam.
Yes. Bhavasukhe.
Bhavasukhe.
Dosho nusandhiyatam.
Dosho nusandhiyatam.
Make sure you get the dosho, tongue back, cerebral letter. That's it. Face yoga.
Dosho.
So first is the dental. So you don't do the tongue until you get to that letter, right? So you go do. Now the tongue is in the front. Do. And now sho. Dosho.
Dosho.
Yes. Nusandhiyatam.
Nusandhiyatam.
Good. Very good. Nick. With me? By yourself?
I'll try it without.
Try it.
Papa oga pariduyatam. Bhavasukhe dosho nusandhiyatam.
Good. Just the first, can you do this one again? Just the first one?
Papauga. Papauga.
So you got this this visarga here, right? And because it's followed by a pakara, this becomes a. So it's papau guf.
Guff.
Mm.
Guff.
Guf.
Uh-huh.
Do it again.
Papauga
And long.
pariduyatam.
Stay with this one. Papau guf.
Papauga.
Yes. Hold on. And don't make sure that this is like you can hear it. Good. Kama, you want to do this? Try by yourself.
Yeah. Papau gaf pariduyatam. Bhavusuke dosho nusandhiyatam.
Good. Just say this one again.
Bhavasuke.
Yeah, good. You got it. And this is aspirate, huh? Bhavasuke.
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 Practice that one. All right, so we are on this one now. So let's see, everybody gets a chance to practice. I just start. Okay, let me know if I miss someone. So it goes, Atmecha Yavasiyatam. Ariani?
Meta Yavayatam.
Okay, long is long, short is short. Just practice. Paulina? Atmecha Yavasiyatam.
Atmecha vyavasiyatam.
Good. Now, this is aspirate, right? Atmecha. You can put the hand so you feel that breath. So you get that. Atmecha Yavasiyatam.
Atmecha vyavasiyatam.
Good. Hold on to that. Bea?
Atmecha vyavasiyatam.
Good. Nicolina?
Atmecha Vyavasiyatam.
Good. Just a little bit with the melody, but you got all the Alice.
Atmecha vyavasiyatam.
One more time. This is long. Atme cha vyavasiyatam.
Atme cha vyavasiyatam.
Good. Kama Devi.
Atme cha vai this part, the va, the va yeah is
Yeah.
tricky for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vyava. Mhm. Atme cha vya vai.
It's-
Please
it's
can you say
tricky.
this one? I don't know why.
Atme cha vyavasi vyava vyava.
Vyavasiyatan.
Siyatam.
It's Tiam. Vavyasiyatam.
Start from the back. So you got tam, right?
Tam.
Then you got yatam,
Yatam.
siyatam.
Siyatam.
Good. Vasiyatam.
Vasiyatam.
Good. And now the last one. Vyavasiyatam.
Vyavasiyatam.
Yes. You see?
Is that how you do it? You do it from
Yes.
backwards.
Yeah. It's like a puzzle. You put the
That's
part
great.
and then you build it up slowly. Yeah.
Thank
Don't try the sport car. Just try a Volvo. Something very reliable. Good. Sorry, Madhura. I'm not ignoring you. I just know that the signal was not so good for you. Do you want to try? If you see if it's better now?
Yeah, Devi. I can try. Which one? The last one?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. Atme cha vyavasiyatam.
Good. Just a little bit balance with the letters, but you did really well. Okay, who hasn't done? Let me see. Bea, did you do?
I think I did, but I'll do it again.
You do again? Yeah, go for it.
Atme cha vyavasiyatam.
Good. Did I miss anybody? Is there anybody who didn't get to practice?
I think
Nick,
it's me and Nick and Carla.
you and Nick. Yeah, good. Go for it, Nick.
Atme cha vyavasiyatam.
Let's do the same thing. So we go from backward. Tam,
Tam.
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 No, no, no.
Tam.
Yes, drop the jaw. So go down to the bottom. Tam.
Tam.
Good. Yatam.
Yatam.
Good. Siyatam.
Siyatam.
Good. Vasiyatam.
Vasiyatam.
Good. Yavasiyatam.
Vyavasiyatam.
Good. There you go. You got it. So anytime you feel like you're stuck, put the things apart. Okay. Great. You're doing great. All of you. Amazing. All right. So here we are. Let's look at the, maybe you can just have the alphabet in front of you. The pancha aside. And then we can start with Bea. Can you do the first letters? What do you see?
Akara. It's a long akara.
Good.
Is I can't think of is it the dirka? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is a where is a conjunct consonant.
Uh-huh.
Tikara, makara.
Yeah, just when you say it's not tikara, takara. Remember that you always have the
Takara,
embedded akara, right? So it's always takara. So you got that takara. Good. So you have takara and then
Makara.
good.
And it's the A diphthong.
Good. So what does it say up to here? What does it say?
Atme.
Good. Atme. Now, Carla, You want to do the next part? What's going on here? Do you think?
I always get the crazy ones, huh?
Yeah, this is crazy.
Is it from a va?
No,
No, it's not coming from a va. Hmm. Is it
and it's
coming from
very,
cha?
very common. Yeah,
Okay. So it's coming from a cha, and then it has the long cha. So I'm confused. So it's a double cha-cha.
yeah. Anybody can help her? Do you need some help, Carla?
Yes. please.
Can someone help her?
I think it's a
Aspirate cha, and then it's followed by an aspirate cha. So I think Ingela said that when you're combining two of the same sound, similar sound, you can't have two aspirates together. Is that
Sorry. Yes. Sorry. let me
correct?
get this
So
back.
you have to have an unaspirate with an aspirate. So you pronounce the ch, and but it's because it's two consonants and they're dvitvams. I think you land on the ch sound and then it just extends it. Is that correct? Is that a reasonable-ish attempt at trying
Well,
to?
One thing to remember when you have, for example, like in this case, you have, this is the palatal, right? So you got the cha, and then the other fellow, did anyone say what it was?
An aspirate.
An
It's the
aspirate, right?
not longer, it's just aspirate.
I'm just gonna find, there it is. So you got this, right, going on. Okay, let's do this. So this fellow comes, so you have a conjunct consonant, right? Now, a lot of times what happens when you have a conjunct consonant, you want to have two aspirate letters next to each other because it's just impossible to so you will have the first one, there's a lot of sandhis, there's like a lot of rules. That one will change it into an unaspirate. Excuse me. So that's what you see here. So so you got an unaspirate and then an aspirate. So you got this atmate. Now the tongue goes to the unaspirate, the position, and then you got to go to an aspirate. Atmate cha. So you can put your hand in front of your mouth and get that atmate cha. And we also had, what did we have? Carla, what is this?
That is a long a.
Good. Now, how would you pronounce this?
Atme cha.
Good. Make sure you get that cha, that like aspirate.
Cha. So it's very subtle the difference if there wasn't these consonants with the
Conjunct consonant, like the conjunct. Yeah.
It's very subtle the difference if there wasn't, for us, because we would already read this with the cha, but
You mean the difference between these two?
the difference if there was no extra there.
You mean like if it wasn't a conjunct
Yes.
consonant, for example? So
Yes,
let's
that would-
say, just imagine if this letter wasn't here, right? Then you would have atme cha. So you wouldn't have this kind of atme cha. You wouldn't have
So
this
it's-
kind of, you stay there. You see that?
The extra
Atme
time.
cha.
It's the extra time and
Extra
it
time.
gets stronger. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very subtle.
It's very subtle. The more you find these subtle things, it just gets fascinating. Very nice. All right. Karma. What is going on here?
Well, very beautiful, but I'm not quite
Yes.
actually, the first thing I see, no, I've got it now. I believe I've decoded it. It's a kakara.
No, it's
Got
not.
it.
No, no,
Is it
no,
not
no,
a
no.
conjunct consonant? Ah, I thought it was a kakara and a yakara.
No. Can someone help her?
It's a labial. L or stau, the first one.
Can you go into the letters and look at? Do you look in your semivowels, Karma?
Yeah, semivowel.
I see in the labials there's a bakara.
This is a pregnant belly.
Yeah, so it's a bakara, but there's no line in it.
No, it's not bakara. It's vakara. It's a pregnant belly.
Okay, yeah, the semi-vowel vakara. Okay, so it's just the belly and it's combined with a ya, so it's a vaya, vya,
Yeah.
vya.
Yeah, because you have
Yeah.
the embedded akara, right? Good. Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done. Who didn't do? Nicolina. What does it say here?
So we have the Bakara only. So it's the Akara. And then we have a Saraswati, Sakara. Followed by Himkara.
Good. So everybody, you see the difference here? Like here is the pregnant belly, right? And she has a backbone because she is not a conjunct consonant. So see what happened, that when they did the conjunct consonant, the backbone got removed and just the belly was put on the nose on the yakara. See that? Good. So I don't know if I asked you, Nicolina, can you say what it says?
Can
up
I
to
ask
here?
something?
Yeah.
Is it the font that makes it go together, the pregnant belly, or do you normally do that?
Yeah,
to
you
make
normally some fonts actually they kind of sometimes they keep things open a little bit, but this is actually
Okay.
the most clear way to show that you have a pregnant belly with yakara.
And when you write it as well, I would otherwise like make the belly meet a bit further out on the yakara, if you know what I mean, not in a point, but
Oh no,
like it does.
This is definitely, don't let the belly fly out. Don't let it go away.
Okay.
Do you want to show me how you do it? And then I can, if you want to write on a paper, just have a look. Guys,
Yeah.
this is also, have a look at this yakara, because a lot of you guys, when you write the yakara, make sure you get that pointy nose and then kind of curve this back, because it's very easy to make it look like a bakara. So see how it goes like in and make a pointy nose and then around again and then on. All right.
I
So
think I would write something like this, I guess. Oop. Something like that. I haven't done it.
I'll do that.
the belly is about to burst, too big. So it's just smaller.
It also
Just
looks
smaller.
a bit like the hook from the oo, the oo vowel.
That would be in the bottom. This is on the top of the nose, on the yakara.
Yeah.
Or which one do you mean?
Or it could be looking like the naughty repa, which fits into funny places.
Yeah, that's better, Paulina. What do you mean by the naughty repa?
Doesn't the naughty repa sometimes go into funny? It gets nestled into some of the symbols.
Oh,
There
you
was
mean
something.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the vowel, but that's not. Yeah, basically the repa and the vowel is very naughty, so they are important to be able to separate. But let's stay with this one. So you got the pregnant belly, and this is, Paulina, this is kind of the size. You see how it is? It's almost like it takes the middle part. It's almost like you can divide, if you divide this into 3 sections, the belly takes the middle section. That makes sense. Good. Okay, Nicolina, can you chant up from the front, sorry, from the beginning until where you stopped, like where you went?
Atme cha vyavasti.
Good. So get a little bit more that aspirate, like put the hand in front. Cha. Okay, so now we got Nick, did you do?
No.
Can you do this part?
So it's a yakara, akara, takara, long akara, and is that the, I get mixed up between Visaga and Anuswar?
Yeah.
It's the M.
Which it's 50-50. Guess on one.
All right, Anuswar.
Yes. Now
Oh.
you see that the next letter is a nakara. So what sound is this?
I've forgotten the rule.
So go into your dentals and go into your dentals and look what's the nasal sound for the dental.
It's the nakara.
Good. So see, how would you pronounce from the beginning until where you ended?
Atme cha siya, sorry, via siyata. I'm doing it from memory.
Yavasiyatan.
Via siyatam tam.
Good. Very good. That's it. All right. So let's go and just, I think it's on page 11. It's a beautiful text to read through. So basically up to this point in life, you know, you have had the if we were living in a Vaidika structure, which we don't, but if we did, you know, we would have the brahmacharya, where we would, you know, get ready, we would learn all the values of living a dharmic lifestyle. We realize that it's a bad bargain to hurt anyone with words, with thoughts, with action. We just know it's not serving our purpose, and the purpose in life is to grow spiritually, right? Now, so this is an Vaidika structure. This is natural, and that's why you see in some of the structures, in some of the scriptures, they assume that people are living in a Vaidika structure. But then that's why, like the teacher Dayananda, you know, that he had to emphasize certain other things because it's a different time. You know, a lot of the Vaidika structures is completely lost and misunderstood. So that's why you have you see different teachers that emphasizes different things. But where are we? It's page number. So you can read this through. So this line, so when we're talking about Atmecharya Vasiyatam, it's that sentence is talking about that person, or maybe, you know, talking about that in life where you realize, okay, I come to this point that I need help. I can't figure out this by myself. You know, there must be something more in life. I've gone through so many situations, and I realize whatever I achieve is never going to give me absolute happiness. It's giving me a temporary happiness. It can give me this sensation of, oh, I'm happy, but then it's, you know, you have a constant, it's like the play goes on and on and on, and it's like you feeling like I remember thinking like, oh my God, it's like it's just never ending. It just goes on and on and on. And I remember my mom saying like, you know, you gotta be sad to be happy. You know, that was her way of saying, which was very sweet. But I remember thinking like, why can't I be happy all the time? Why do I have to feel sad to be happy? What and just, yeah, it didn't make sense to me. What is it that I can't be happy all the time? So once you come to that stage, you kind of go like, okay, I need someone, you know, I can't figure out this by myself. I don't have the means. The means that I have had up to this point is all outgoing. I got my eyes, my ears, and so on. It's all outgoing. It's not going to give me the means of knowledge to let me know who is the subject, because whatever goes on, whatever object that goes on, I'm there in and through. Even when I'm in deep sleep and all senses, everything is shut down, I still wake up and I say, I slept well. So I'm there, whatever happens. The body, I cut my leg, I'm still there. You know, I say my hair and then I cut my hair, you know, as it's nothing to do with me. What is that? That's what I want to know, not believe, to know. So that's when you start realize, okay, I want Atma. What is that? Full and complete. And that's what you are now. Nothing to become. It's just avidya. It's just, we have identify us with the body. We have identify us with the country. We have identify us with all different things. Now, we need a means of knowledge to understand, what am I? What's the nature of this universe? What's the nature of God? We don't ask questions like why, how, when, because that's spinning you. What is the nature of I? What is the nature of the world? What is the nature of God? Okay. Great. Okay. So actually, what we start now, the next time, is that we're going into Vana Prasthashrama. Sorry, Vana Prasthashrama. Vana Prasthashrama. So this is the time. So you've gone through the value. You know, you learn dharmic lifetime. Then you have the grahastha, right? So you have had all the kids and all the jobs, and you've done all these things, the rituals, and you learned that you're living a dharmic lifestyle. And at a certain time in your life, you go like, okay, I'm really interested in understanding. I want this spiritual knowledge. Okay. I got the jobs, I got the titles, I got the money. Okay, must be. And this is where you kind of, the Vanaprastha is the time you usually close to your family, like you're living maybe, you know, in the Vaidika, maybe you secluded yourself